What is going on, guys? It's Saturn Reaper here, and we have what we were waiting for. Literally, it only took, 3 days, I believe, total to finally get the Infinity Blade nerf to come to fruition. So now, I'm going to rant here for a second, just to say, one, the community is strong, and they know how to speak out about things. But number two, Epic has to reevaluate how they test things. There's absolutely no reason why the Infinity Sword 1 should be in normal modes, like all normal modes, without having its own LTM, similar to Thanos' LTM. He had his own LTM and it worked really well, and everyone enjoyed it. And even though it was unbalanced for people trying to get the sword or the gauntlet, it was fine. People liked it no matter what. But when you put it into every single mode is probably the worst decision you could possibly make, especially immediately after it happens. You have the entire community unhappy about it. Then you proceed to put the Infinity Sword into the competitive qualifiers / the finals and literally ruining people's games. Like, it's unbelievable that a decision like this was made in the first place. And it's this is a legit rant. Like, I don't like complaining about a lot of things, but this is something that needs to be talked about. And I can make a whole video showing you guys how bad the sword was in the competitive play. I mean, it was really, really bad. It was ruining people's opportunities because they had worked so hard. Literally, people who had spent 8 hours plus a day for the last couple months training and trying their best to get into these, competitive matches and get on the main stage, for it to be taken away by an Infinity Sword that literally is almost impossible to fight against in most situations. I mean, especially in a competitive match when you're trying to focus on your own match and do your own thing. The Infinity Sword is something that you shouldn't have to worry about. Planes is something that you shouldn't have to worry about. Those two things should have never been in there. But without my rant going on for any longer, because I have to digress, we're going to get into the changes that are happening. And I even said this in yesterday's description. I said I'm expecting changes to come out either tomorrow, as in today. So yesterday's video was talking about today, and here we are. Obviously, I saw this coming, and it's pretty clear, especially with the response from the community. So we're gonna read through what they're gonna say here, and it's all good stuff for sure. I've already read through it, but we're gonna read through it together. So, hey folks, we released the Mythic Infinity Blade item with the V7.01 update and have since seen a healthy amount of discussion and feedback around it. Just want to highlight that real quick. Healthy. I'm about to be blunt. That's bullshit. Anyways, in response to what we've seen, we're looking to provide more context on item philosophy and some upcoming changes to the blade. So this is literally how Epic was thinking when they decided to add it in. The presence of mythic items in gameplay is to provide an interaction a step above the legendary item functionality and something you'll continue to see. Item functionality and something you will continue to see. The Infinity Blade is not the last mythic weapon that we will see in the game. To us, that means changing the way the game is played for those who interact with that item. The addition of items in this tier provide new and flavorful ways to interact with the map and generally shake up normal play across default modes. Now, this is the only line I think probably after we read through all this, is probably the only line that I could legitimately agree with, is that it was flavorful and it mixed things up, and sometimes this game does need some spice. Although this season has done really well with giving us that spice already, I don't think the Infinity Sword was necessary. Not this soon in the season. They could have waited until week 5 or week 6 to really throw it into the game and really implement it, so that it was something short-lived so that people could have fun with it for a little bit and then take it out. Simple as that. But putting it in at the start, you had an amazing start, Epic. Amazing start. And then you threw the sword in. And now the sword is such a minor thing to complain about, and I don't want you guys to blow this out of proportion. It's literally just like my thoughts and like what I've seen, because I watch competitive and I care a lot about this game. Obviously, you guys can tell by how many videos that I make every single week and every single day about Fortnite. And so when things like this happen, it's just things that we need to talk about and discuss, and you guys need to hear like opinions from people who really genuinely care about the game and who are invested in so many different parts of the game, that like know the whole rounded circle of Fortnite, like literally every single part of Fortnite that operates within Fortnite I care about and want to know more about. So anyways, let's continue because I'm ranting more. We'll have some more info with regards to our competitive philosophy when it comes to new items, updates, and seasons within Fortnite early next week. So I'm excited to read that. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to make a video about it, but that's going to be incredible. I cannot wait to see what they say, because if there's not a genuine, clear-cut apology in there for the Heat 1, Heat 2 people, then a lot of people are going to be angry, but I think that they're going to do fine. They'll probably have people on their side again in no time. But anyways, Infinity Blade changes. The change We're currently planning for the Infinity Blade in our V7.10 update is to remove the ability to build and harvest when wielding the blade. Makes sense. Honestly, it makes sense. And I think that the building wasn't terrible in terms of just having a chance to at least be somewhat defensive when you're using the sword. Even when you're trying to be aggressive, you should have, I think you should still have at least a little bit of ability to block up. So I'd say if they made the cap like 100 so that you can only carry like 100 of each material, that'd be fine. Something small that you don't go crazy with, you know, or even 50. I think just enough to put up at least a wall in front of you. We're designing the Infinite Blade. The goal was to provide a weapon with inherent risk to balance out the great capability it provides. The ability to harvest/build removes a great deal of that risk. By taking away the ability to harvest/build, we hope to tune the Infinite Blade to where it feels risky to have, but still satisfying to wield. After this removal, we'll continue to monitor the blade's effectiveness and make adjustments as necessary, as well as communicate these changes. After this removal, we'll continue to monitor the blade's effectiveness, which means that it's staying in the game. Just because they're making these changes doesn't mean that they're going to remove it. They're going to keep it in still. Thank you so much for your discussion and feedback around the Infinity Blade. Now, I do want to look into the comments here, and I think this is going to be a long video, but Mythic LTM is the best thing you could do. It should not be in the standard game modes. People have already said that multiple times, and that's been talked about. Hey guys, you're overlooking the silver lining of this post. They're going to add more Mythic items. Yes, we talked about that as well. And I don't think anything else. Why is there a need for such a weapon in the first place? Who asked for it? Just make a sword LTM. It has no place in the normal game modes. Again, kind of reiterating those same ideas. So, like I said, we knew a nerf was coming. One, just from me playing with it. Two, I purposely abused it because I wanted to prove a point, and also because I knew it was going to be fun for me. And honestly, it's somewhat enjoyable. I think it was frustrating for the most part because I felt like I was like laughing in my gameplay because it's just like like I'm ruining. I literally, in the first sword gameplay we had, I was saying I'm ruining your late game experience, and I knew it because I genuinely knew that if it was me on the other end of the sword, I would be angry if I was 9 to 10 kills in and someone with a sword pulls up on me and ends my game right then and there. So, and especially in the 2 matches that I did upload, there were some good builders and some good aggressive players in there who just didn't stand a chance, and that's unfortunate. Like I genuinely see that. So I don't know, guys. I'm glad that this is a public statement. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to say in the competitive part of things, which I probably won't be able to cover. And while I have you guys here, I hope that a decent amount of the people who usually watch will see this. Generally, just want to let you guys know that, again, we're starting a series on Friday, so tomorrow, I think. And the problem here is that there's a good chance that I might end up missing almost a week and a half of like uploads or more. And it's unfortunate, but right now in the situation I am, I currently, like, I was trying to record multiple videos for you guys, and I have them ready to go. But there's issues with the internet right now where I'm not able to upload them at the normal speed that I would, which would be able to have me, like, you know, export in 15 minutes, upload in like 5, and then have a video ready to go. And right now it's like export 15 and upload is roughly an hour, almost somewhere around there. So I'm gonna wait until later tonight. I'm hoping that it resolves itself, but if not, then we just, I mean, I don't have any way of you know, uploading videos. So I don't know. I'm gonna try and figure out anything I possibly can to get something working for you guys here. But if I do end up taking off, I mean, 2.5 weeks, which is really uncomfortable for me to say because I don't like. It's definitely against what I want to do. It's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna be. So hopefully it doesn't happen. I'm gonna literally try my best. I have until like 6 p.m. tomorrow. So literally gonna try my best tonight, all throughout the night, if I have to, if internet starts working the way it should, and try and get you guys those videos going. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, sub up, share around, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.